All right, guys, and welcome back to the second part of how to create your own decentralized hedge fund. We just looked at Melonport, super interesting protocol, and now we're going to look at B token, also an interesting protocol with a little bit of a different approach. And in my view, also again, a little bit of the wrong token model implementations that they have used. So here we are. Here we go. So the B token fund. Let's look at their website. Um, so B token fund basically says you can become your own hedge fund, invest in the best traders, yada yada yada. But also they only have around $5,000, $6,000 under management. So there's clearly a little bit of issues. There's a little bit of issues that they have, right? And we're gonna look into that a little bit. And in my opinion, again, all these platforms, they do some things correct and some things wrong. So you can all learn from that and see how we can improve that and how to become the best version of this. And we will, after this one, we will show, in my opinion, the best version of a decentralized hedge fund. All right, so here you go. So they have not really good performance. They looked up, and what I do like about them, let's say if I like sign in, I can say like, well, I'm an investor or I'm in here on the sign up. I can deposit and withdraw. I connect capital with B token fund manager, so I can actually invest in one of the fund managers and follow them. Or I can start managing funds. So I become this fund manager and I can trade the tokens and show my skills, and then other people will follow me, and I can gain some value out of that. So what I did, I actually also started to manage this fund. Took a long position on ETH, but it's a bit weird because you can see here it says here zero balance, but I actually did invest like a very small amount to test out the platform, and I had a profit of around 20%. And you can see here that I did now transfer my tokens to the B token shares multisig wallet. So basically, they're now locked up into the next phase until they will be unlocked. So I took my position, I made my investment, and now I locked up the tokens. And then after a period again, they will be released. I will get a little bit of the profit, and then I will be able to go to for a next round. I have to show my skills, and then again I have to lock them up. The whole process is a little bit awkward, but nevertheless, it's pretty nicely implemented. They have a decentralized governance protocol. So here you can see, go to my dashboard or go to my investments. And then I can take, you go to the money, you can see, I can take different positions right here, right? So I can take a long position or a short position. I can invest specifically in different tokens. I can collect them, etc., etc. How does this work? So if I actually want to invest, I can say here, okay, let's buy some more tokens, and I have to do that on the open market. I buy more tokens, and then if I want, I can invest more of the B tokens into the fund, and I can gain more popularity throughout the management pool. But as you can see, it's not really active as of today, but it's a very interesting case study, and they're still actively developing the protocol. Here you can see there was recently an upgrade, and we can actually inspect that upgrade on chain. Here it is. This is the old version, and this is the new version. And you can actually see that they did change a lot of different codes. And what I don't really like about our governance model, so here you can see like we need to signal for a smart contract update. But I want to see a report. I want to see like what are they upgrading? They're saying signal for support for smart contract updates. What are they upgrading? Like I cannot really see that. So it's like similar to a centralized version. So I think they need to tweak it a bit more, and then they will become much more interesting. All right. So yeah, you become in the B token if you want to sign up, and if you also want to test out the protocol, I would recommend it because it's actually a very educational experience. You can sign up for the funds. You can check out all their. You can check out the different sets, and you can potentially become a fund manager. You can see it here, and I was actually becoming a fund manager, and then within 5 days, if you don't invest within 5 days, you will lose all your token stake, right? So you have to invest, and you have to press forward. If you get, they will take your stake. I think it's a bit of an aggressive, massive move, but nevertheless, interesting case study to watch. Also, what's interesting that is cool to see is that basically in Switzerland they created this multi-chain asset management association. So they are fighting for international rights for DeFi, decentralized financial protocols. They are endorsing projects. They're organizing events, and they boost the ecosystem as a whole. I would also recommend you guys, if you're interested, take a look and go over there to study the different projects and the different members that are involved. Okay, so now for our last section in the decentralized hedge fund part, we're going to look at token sets. And token sets is also mentioned, I think, a little bit in Decentralized Finance 101. Now we're going to take a bit of a deeper look. And token sets, you are sets, basically in token sets, you buy a token that is underlying a set of different assets. So you basically buy a token that is kind of like an index fund. It can be like an index fund that is rebalanced automatically by a robot, so it's like an index fund, or you can buy a token that is rebalanced by a human. Here you go. So there is robo sets. These are rebalanced by robots, and there are social sets that you can copy from the world's leading crypto traders. Token sets are not only for they're not only for the robo sets or the social traders as people on social media. No, actually, bigger hedge funds are also moving into the space right now. So this is a machine learning is the future of investing. So this is a fund that uses quantitative asset investment data sets, and they look at a lot of different on-chain data sets, and you can see that they get a little bit of a better market performance. In my opinion, what is still missing from token sets is that they need to get a little bit more features in terms of maybe also having long and short positions, having a little bit more aggressive market movement, so that funds can more significantly outperform the market than they do as of today. So you can see SW Capital has here now 5 different funds set up. And yeah, if let's click on this one, it's the this one, Eat Long Only Alpha portfolio. We can then inspect what they're doing. So let's see how their performance is over a year. So you can see actually this one, if you just have holded ETH, you would have made more gains. So they're actually actively managing it, but as you can see, ETH in itself has more gains than just holding their token, which is okay. That happens. ETH had a 74% gain, where ETH long only alpha portfolio had only a 12% gain. You can see that here. You see, like in 2017, they had a huge gain. Well, here you go. So maybe overall, longer term, they are better, but maybe the short term time frame there didn't perform that well. And if we look at some robo sets, you can see that here we go. Yeah, so if you look here, different robo sets, I find this one pretty interesting, and this one is performing pretty well. You can see here It's not really doing also not super good. But you can see here it's making different market movements regarding of the 20-day moving average. And that means that click here, we can go to the strategy. You can talk to members, you can talk about the strategy. And basically looks at the 20-day moving average crossover. If you did the quantitative analysis course also on the Ivan on Tech Academy, you will understand more what this means. But every time it hits the 20-day moving average, it rebalances itself and then it sells or it just stays in the market when every time it hits the 20-day moving average, it sells, and then when it hits again, it buys again. So this is an automated trading strategy. There's no human emotion or human intelligence involved. It's just a robot that's trading assets for you. And you can read here about the whole rebalancing process of token sets. All right. So if we look at this token viz, and this is actually a community member created website, you can see all the different yields and all the different performance from all the different token sets that are available right now on token sets onto the token sets platform. You can see here that right now the best performing token set is the intelligent ratio set. So this basically rebalances constantly between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the Flex Ethereum BTC set is best performing. And there's also some bearish sets and some bullish sets. So you can click on them. Then you can see what is this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the top 2 token sets on the market today. Yeah, so this is actually also as a Telegram community. So this is run by a person. And not that this person, if you invest in a token, this person cannot run away. The only thing that this person can do is trade with your assets, right? What does this mean? That the market cap is managing now around $130,000, 110 different holders. The creation balance was small. There's no buy fee, and the max drawdown is 16%. The total number of unique users who have bought this set. Okay, yeah. Total traders, streaming fee. So there is a small fee and there is a performance fee. So there's a performance fee over the gains that the sets make for you. Flex token set. Yeah, this one has a buy fee of 3%. So there's actually these sets have fees, but there's also some sets that have like very low or almost no fees. And you can see this one is actually performing. It's performing still better than the market. So it still performs better if you just would have hold ETH or just have hold BTC. And this one is actually performing the best right now, although it's 100% in Bitcoin right now. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so have fun and explore different token set. This will constantly change, and this will constantly have added value to it. And also, what you can do if you really want to get serious, you can actually become, if you want to, you can become a trader. So you can become a social trader and earn a income out of this. So you can see here. All right, so in the next session, in the next slide, we're going to get deeper into yield hacking. And we're going to explore different ways to gain more interest and to build out a decentralized financial trading strategy so that we can optimize our yields, so that we can have the most interest on our assets that we hold. Thank you guys, and I see you in the next presentation.